Good evening. My name is Elisa McKeag. I'm the Director of Military and Veteran Services here at Pima Community College. Oh. We'll all look so you feel uncomfortable. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for attending our 8th annual Military and Veterans Graduation Recognition Dinner. It's wonderful that we're able to gather here this evening to honor and recognize our military-connected graduates from academic year 2024 to 25. Before we begin, I would like to recognize that we are on the unceded lands of the Tohono O'odham and Passwa Yaqui people, who have been ongoing stewards of these lands. We honor their love and commitment to these lands and strive to continue that work. Please rise for the posting of our national colors and the singing of our national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, I'd like to ask one of our military and veteran academic advisors, United States Marine Corps retired Chief Warrant Officer 5, Freddie Jordan, to please come forward and offer this evening's invocation.
Let us pray. As the creator of humanity, the sculptor of beauty, and the artist of diversity, we, your people, bow our heads before you this evening. We recognize the beauty and the strength found in our differences, embracing this tapestry of human experience and seeking unity in our shared humanity. When you reached down from the heavens to mold us from this earth, you created within each of us a uniqueness and beauty that knows no bounds. May we strive to understand and appreciate one another, building bridges of empathy and respect, and working together towards a more just and equitable future. When you knelt down to breathe life into our lungs, you passed on your love for us that we might share it with others. For indeed, we are your people, black, brown, white, Jew, Muslim, Christian, Republican, Democrat, independent, gay, straight, and transgender. May we never forget that each of us carries your breath within our lungs. We are your people, your beautiful, conflicted, wonderful, broken, and diverse people. Only you can make us. May we remember that we are all part of the same human family, bound together by our shared hopes, dreams, and aspirations. Therefore, we submit ourselves to your will. Let us commit to creating a world where everyone feels valued, respected, and empowered to reach their full potential. Today, may we celebrate the diversity you created in order to practice the love you have shown us. In your precious name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Freddie. Everyone, please take your seats. I would like to give a special thank you to the Honor Guard from the Tohono O'odham Nation for their professional presentation of our colors this evening. I also want to take a moment to thank Julia Ford for that beautiful rendition of our national anthem. Julia is a first-year Pima student who not only sings, but is also an active member of the volleyball team while she is pursuing her degree in business administration. She's the daughter of an Air Force veteran, and her siblings are currently serving in the Space Force and the Marine Corps, so she is very connected to the military community here, and we are lucky to have her with us this evening. So thank you, Julia. I would also like to take just a few minutes to recognize some of the special guests that are here to be part of this celebration with you all this evening and celebrate your accomplishments. We have Pima Community College board member Kristen Randall, Pima Community College Chancellor Jeffrey Nassi, Vice Chancellor of Student Experience Dr. Irene Robles Lopez, Marcy Euler, President and CEO of the Pima Foundation, Dr. Suzanne Desjardins, Vice President of Student Affairs, and Dr. David Ariano, Assistant Vice Chancellor for Student Services and Onboarding. Seated amongst you this evening are other deans, directors, and staff members of the Pima Community College family and community veteran organizations. Many of them are veterans themselves or spouses and family members of veterans that work hard within the college and the community to ensure services and support are available to you. Thank you all for coming this evening. I would be remiss if I didn't mention the Military and Veteran Services team. I'm not going to announce all their names, but if you're part of the MilVet Services team, the Davis-Mothin team, the Veteran Upward Bound team, please raise your hand and be recognized. These individuals work tirelessly for you to ensure you're successful and supported during your journey here at Pima. So MilVet Services team, thank you. Don't say West is the best over there. I know what. It is my distinct honor to introduce to you tonight's keynote speaker, a leader whose journey exemplifies dedication, service, and a profound commitment to education and community. Dr. Jeffrey Nassy assumed his role as Chancellor of Pima Community College last August. Upon his arrival, he embarked upon a 100-day listening, learning, and leading tour, engaging with over 3,000 individuals across more than 100 events. This initiative underscored his commitment to understanding and serving the diverse needs of the Pima community. Before his tenure at Pima, Dr. Nassy held the position of Provost and Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs and College Operations at Broward College in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. His extensive experience in higher education spans over 2 decades, including roles as an associate professor of English and various leadership positions that have driven significant improvements in student success and institutional excellence. Many of you in this room may know that Dr. Nassy's academic journey began after his honorable discharge from the United States Marine Corps in 1994. His military service in the United States Marine Corps undoubtedly laid the foundation for his leadership and discipline he brings to his role as the chancellor. Now, for those of you not too familiar with military culture, we have a proud tradition of inter-service banter. The Army says they do all the real work and then spend the rest of the day looking for their reflective belt. The Navy claims they bring the brains and the boats, but let's be honest, most of their deployments are just cruises with better chow. The Air Force insists they invented the 5-star resort deployment, complete with air conditioning, golf courses, and unlimited Wi-Fi. I sort of think that's true. The Coast Guard reminds everyone they do it all with half the budget and twice the caffeine. And the Space Force, well, we're still waiting for a movie to explain to us exactly what they do. And yes, Dr. Nassy is a Marine, but don't worry, we won't hold that too much against him. After all, the Marines are known for being the first to fight, the last to quit, and somehow they are convinced that crayons are a food group. We love them anyway. But seriously, we joke with each other because we earned that trust. We've shared hardship, sacrifice, and purpose. And at the end of the day, we know that we have each other's backs. That's what makes us the military family. It's that same spirit of service, camaraderie, and community is what Dr. Nassy brings to Pima and to every military-connected student who walks through our doors. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our Chancellor and tonight's keynote speaker, Dr. Jeffrey Nassy.
Thank you. Good evening. And let's hear it for Alyssa McCaig. She is our lead, and she has put all of this and her team together. So thank you, Alyssa. Great work. Despite her Army background, we love her very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, our esteemed faculty who are here, of course, our staff, proud families, and most importantly, our graduates, our veteran graduates. Thank you so much. Congratulations, first and foremost, to all of you. It really, truly is an honor to be here with you tonight. First and foremost, thank you for choosing Pima Community College. We are so appreciative for your hard work, your dedication. You are what makes this institution great. And of course, thank you for your service, right? Your commitment, both in uniform and in the classroom, is really nothing short of outstanding and remarkable. So thank you for that. You know, tonight we get to celebrate, of course, academic accomplishments of our military-connected students, active duty service members, veterans, and your families. And I always want to take a moment to recognize the military families and dependents with us today. This is just truly an awesome group of people. My own mom is the mother, the parent of 2 Marines, and she married an Army veteran. So you can imagine we have lots of jokes. But I've really seen firsthand over the years the resilience, the adaptability, and strength it takes to walk that path as a military dependent, as a military family. You've really had to navigate frequent moves around the world often, long separations, and the weight of sacrifice, not just your family sacrifice, of course, but your own. You've embraced moving to strange places, the unknown, built friendships, built those relationships in all kinds of new places, and really carried the spirit of service in you. So let's take a moment to honor you, our military dependent families that are here this evening. And now to our military service members, active duty, our veterans. I am eager to see who is in the room and their affiliates. So Alyssa was kind of speaking to that. Of course, I'm new to Tucson. We have a huge Air Force base here in town. Let's hear, where are our Air Force folks tonight? Loud and proud. Come on. Let's hear it. That was okay. It's a little tepid. Where are our Army dogs at? Whoa. Oh, Army brought it, Air Force. Any Navy in the house? Come on. Small but mighty. Any Coasties? Coast Guard. Any Coast Guard veterans? Coast Guard families? Okay, we still give them a round of applause. How about that Space Force? I don't think I've been to an event with a Space Force veteran. Do we have any Space Force active duty or veterans? Someday. How about our guardsmen? National Guard? All right, come on. And how about my fellow devil dogs? Any Marines out there? Yeah. I love it. All of you, of course, have served with honor and standing no matter what service, right? It's always about more than you, right? It's values greater than ourselves. And today we stand together once more. And thankfully, for me anyways, not in formation, but as graduates, ready to embark on a new mission, equipped with knowledge, equipped with skills, and a drive to make an impact far beyond our service in our communities. We know, of course, right, that any of our professional or personal accomplishments are not accomplished alone. Behind every graduate, every successful student is a network of support, whether that's spouses, wives, husbands, children, parents, friends, classmates, people that you're in school with, mentors, of course, fellow service members who have offered encouragement, flexibility, strength, and support along the way. And this moment belongs to them as well. Let's give our support systems a round of applause. Certainly, I am proud to be here this evening and stand before you as the Chancellor of Pima Community College, which is such an honor. And as Alyssa mentioned, I also stand before you always as a Marine, a veteran whose journey was forged at Parris Island, South Carolina, in Kuwait, Somalia, Guantanamo Bay, and many more places. But then, eventually in my journey, it was on to college. And I'll never forget that transition, leaving an active duty, Marine Corps infantry unit and going to college. I mean, you talk about two very different experiences, and that transition in itself was hard. It was a different kind of hard for me as I made my way into college. And certainly at Pima, that's something we think about all the time, is how are we serving our veterans? And Alyssa and our team do a great job in doing that. My path involved into a life that was defined by learning and service. And I remember early on in those days, I really rely and continue to remember those moments of what I would describe as raw challenge in my life. Where every step really tested my character, every setback. And I think a lot about how we deal with failure. So every setback, taught me resilience, right? The ability to get back up, keep going. We all learned that certainly courage is not about not having fear or the absence of fear, It's feeling that fear. It's recognizing that fear, trying to master it, and always trying to move through it. And that truth, that ability, powers me today through many times of uncertainty, of difficulty, as well as when we have good days and days of triumph. And whether that's in my work, in the college, academics, certainly as a husband, as a father, a professional, and as a leader, I continually to go, and 1994 is getting further and further away. I continue to rely on those experiences to move me forward. And I share this with you this evening because as I sit here amongst a group of veterans and military-connected families, I want all of our graduates to really harness that spirit. Let your military experiences be both the bedrock and the catalyst for the next chapter of your life. You know, I really believe that to grow, we must stay uncomfortable. And of course, I like to be comfortable, right? We like comfort. We want that. But in order to really succeed and be true to ourselves and be our best selves, I think we really need to push ourselves out of that comfort zone. We must continue to push beyond what's familiar, beyond what's comfortable. You know, a lot of people think about community college when I'm out there talking with folks, and they see it as a stepping stone. And certainly it is that, right? We're trying to lift people up to that. But I also see it differently. It is a proving ground, a place where people that are resilient, tough, gritty, meet opportunity. That's what we hope to do, is to provide that opportunity for our students. It's all about people who refuse to settle and push forward despite lots of obstacles in their life. And that's why I love what we do in community colleges, and I love what we do at Pima Community College. Most of you, our students, are not settling. You're battling. You're grinding to make things better for you, certainly as individuals, your family, and hopefully our greater community. You have balanced all kinds of schoolwork, coursework with your jobs, family, and for many of you, that reality, that challenge of transitioning back into civilian life. And that kind of determination is commendable, it's powerful, and really what our greater community needs. In the military, we of course learn that phrase, right? The ability to improvise, to adapt, to overcome. And that's all about learning. And learning doesn't stop there. Learning continues. Today we celebrate you certainly as graduates, as scholars, as innovators and leaders in your own right. You've taken your experience and expanded it, proving and living that education, that learning is far more than just lots of information and skills and tests. It's really about growth, getting better. It's about refusing to stand still when you could be moving forward. So as you get your award tonight and then you go to graduation, as you step into this next phase, whether it's into a career, further studies, personal life, new ventures, I encourage you, I charge you to carry that relentless spirit with you. The world certainly needs discipline, needs leadership, the problem solving, that adaptability, that mindset that military service taught me and has brought to all of you. It needs people like you, those who work through and embrace adversity, difficulty, and refuse to be defined by setbacks, who can really rally others, helping other people, the team, and lifting up our communities. That's you. Pima Community College commitment to supporting you as our military-connected students will not end here tonight or after graduation. In fact, I can tell you as Chancellor, it will only grow. We will remain a proud partner in your continued growth and success throughout your life. So certainly celebrate this moment, take pride in your journey, and never forget that no matter where life takes you, you are part of a brotherhood, part of a sisterhood that spans generations. And I think you see that all the time when I get to meet veterans, right? People just getting out here in 2025 or moving through that, and then people I've recently met a World War II veteran. So it spans generations, a network of veterans and their families who always, always should be lifting each other up. So the world is yours. Congratulations, class of 2025, and always keep getting after it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now it's time to hear from one of your fellow veteran graduates. Frank Romero proudly served over 30 years in the U.S. Navy and Air National Guard with a career marked by leadership, versatility, and global service. After retiring from the military, he returned to school, earning his associate's degree here at Pima and continuing his education at the University of Arizona. Frank, we're honored to have you share your story with us tonight.
Thank you, Alyssa. Thanks. Good evening, distinguished guests, faculty, proud families, and above all, graduates. It's an incredible honor to stand before you today, not just as a retired Master Sergeant of the United States Air Force, but as someone who sees the same pride, discipline, and determination in your eyes that I see in the men and women I served with for over 2 decades. My name is Frank Romero. For more than 23 years, I had the privilege of serving this nation in the skies, on the ground, and around the world. First as a vehicle operator, a vehicle maintainer, and later as an air transportation non-commissioned officer in charge. I wore my uniform with pride, earned a few medals along the way, and saw firsthand what commitment, sacrifice, and service truly means. But today, I'm not here to talk about my time in the uniform. I'm here to talk about your journey and what lies ahead. Graduation is not just a ceremony. It's a mission accomplished. It's a result of late nights, early mornings, tight deadlines, and the courage to keep going when things got tough. Sounds a bit like the military, right? Whether you realize it or not, you've already begun to cultivate the same qualities and build strong leaders. Discipline, resilience, teamwork, and a desire to serve something greater than ourselves. One of the greatest lessons the military taught me was this: you don't rise alone. Behind every achievement is a squad, is a team, people who lift you up when your strength runs out. Take a moment today to thank your team, your professors, your parents, your friends, your mentors. They stood by you, just as my brothers and sisters stood by me, I'm sorry. To the graduates, whether your next step is undergrad school, the workforce, the military, or the unknown, I challenge you to lead with integrity. The world doesn't just need smart people. It needs good people. People who listen more than they speak. People who fight for justice, for progress, and for each other. You've earned more than a diploma today. You've earned a place in history as a generation that endured, that adapted, and that never gave up. I commend you. I salute you. And once I told my fellow airmen before deployment, I tell you now, as you prepare for your next mission, stand tall, stay ready, and always aim higher. Congratulations, class of 2025. The sky is not the limit. It's just the beginning. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank. Okay, before anyone moves, let me explain how next portion of the ceremony is going to work. In just a moment, I'm going to ask Chancellor Nasty to join me on stage for the presentation of our Stoles and Challenge coins. Graduates, if you've not done so, please fill out the index card you received when you checked in. We're going to have you line up on our Pima upward and onward wall here, up the side of the stage. And you're going to present your card to Daniel, who's going to come up on the stage. And we're going to have you stop right in the center of the stage and face your families and the guests. Okay, you'll receive your SASH and PCC challenge coin. We'll pause a quick moment for photos, and then we'll go through the line. Okay. Students who actively participated in the Pima Community College Student Veterans of America chapter will also be receiving SVA pins. These students' leadership, advocacy, and commitment to building community have made a lasting impact on our Pima military-connected community here. All military-connected graduates will also receive a certificate of special congressional recognition from Congressman Juan Ciscomani in honor of their graduation from Pima Community College and in recognition of their service to our country. Graduates, please make sure you stop by at the end of the evening out the checkout table and pick up your certificates. Okay, let's start with the tables across the front. Students, if you would please begin lining up on the ramp. Sir?
Luis Jimenez, Marine Corps veteran. Zach Bruner, Air Force. Jubana Babiloni, military spouse. Jesus Ruiz, Marine Corps. Jessica Orozco, Air Force. Frank P. Romero, Navy and Air Force. Brene Smith Shires, Air Force. Jackie Barnes, Navy. Joe Ferreira, Air Force. Joe will also be receiving an SVA pin. Claudia Ainsa, Army. Nicholas Percy, Army. Louis Short, Army. Courtney Robinson, Army. Courtney will also be receiving an SVA pin. Jonathan Dumas, Army. Sean Christ, Marine Corps. Anyansi Nickens, Army. Jessica Treese, Army. Vanessa Hicks, Air Force. Rafael Villagorra, Marine Corps. Christopher Schultz, Army. Deborah St. Aubin, Army. Philip Bisnow, Navy. Taylor Irwin, military dependent. Alex Steven Torres, Army. Alex will also be receiving an SVA pin. Gino Vasquez, Navy. My bad. Gabriela Alegría, military spouse. Gabriela will also be receiving an SVA pin. Brittany Potter, Air Force. Brittany will also be receiving an SVA pin. Arturo Tafoya, Army.
Chancellor, sir, I'm going to ask you to come back to the stage really quickly. Sorry. And Frank, please come on up to the stage, please. Just in the middle there. On behalf of Vet Services and all of our graduates, we want to present you with a small token of our appreciation for your words and for being here this evening and all the support you provide to the military connected community. And sir, just in case you need a snack, inside your bag there's some edible crayons. Yeah! All right, now, for those of you who have served and those of you currently serving in the uniformed services of the United States, we're ever mindful that the sweetness of enduring peace has always been tainted by the bitterness of personal sacrifice. We're compelled to never forget that while we enjoy our daily pleasures, there are others who have endured and may still be enduring the agonies of pain, deprivation, and internment. Before we partake in our meal this evening, we would like to pause to remember our prisoners of war and missing in action. As you entered the space this evening, you may have noticed the small table which occupies a place of dignity and honor. It is set for one, symbolizing the fact that our armed forces personnel are missing from our ranks. They are referred to as POWs and MIAs. We call them comrades. They are unable to be with their loved ones and families tonight, so we join together to pay our humble tribute to them and to bear witness to their continued absence. The table is small, symbolizing the frailty of one prisoner alone against his or her oppressors. The tablecloth is white, symbolic of the purity of intentions to respond to their country's call of arms. The single rose in the vase signifies the blood they may have shed in the sacrifice to ensure the freedom of our beloved United States of America. The yellow ribbon symbolizes our continued uncertainty and hope for their return and determination to account for them. A slice of lemon on the plate reminds us of their bitter fate. The salt sprinkled on the plate reminds us of the countless volunteers of families while they wait. The glass is inverted. They cannot toast with us tonight. The chair is empty. They are not here. The candle is reminiscent of the light of hope which lives in our hearts to illuminate their way home, away from their captors to the open arms of a grateful nation. The American flag reminds us that many of them may never return and have paid the supreme sacrifice to ensure our freedom. Let us remember and never forget their sacrifice. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. At this time, we will begin our dinner service. When we alert your table, please head through the doors in the front. You're going to pass down the food line and come back in the back door. So let's start with the front table, please. We can eat.